Hello everyone and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Society, the Emperor's Challenge, where we are doing an expert athlete and gold collector run that so far is going decently, but it's a little early to really tell how it's going to end up. However, we are ready to move on to the next expedition. Remember, I'm not going to spend this research. I want to wait and unlock the engineering tree for cheap rather than put points into something now. We are going to be low on study for this entire run, probably, unless something changes. What I'm going to go for is, I believe in either the next entourage shop you can get or the one after. There is, I think it's the one after. There is an entourage, especially entourage, you can buy that gives you 3 to 5 study per collect token or something like that, or 2 to 3 study per collect token. It's really good, and we're going to try to go for that once we get there. Okay, let's look at our expeditions. Do we want to go to the Caribbean island? Ooh, or to Mali? Ooh, exciting. Or to Hungary, I keep doing that. Not Hungaria, it's Hungary. Lots of status in Hungary, which is okay. Tactician, archaeologist, quick thinker, diplomat, none of those are too good for us. Mali would be nice for the gold, if nothing else, and rogue challenges, which we have, and athlete challenges, which we have, and beguiler challenges, which we have. That makes this a very nice one to go for. Now, it is worth keeping in mind that a large proportion of the fights we're going to run into in this area are going to be devious, which is strong against us. Even if we go with our secondary abilities, which are devious in this crew, that just puts us on an even playing field with the hyenas and stuff like that. However, if we come across villagers, we should very easily be able to destroy them. This does mean it's going to be difficult for us to convince the witch doctor to give us a good treasure, but that's just something we're going to have to deal with, because I think this is the right mission to take. Okay, let's go. So my wife just got back from Target, and encoding overload. 1 second. Gotta check my recording software here. It looks okay. My wife just got back from Target, and she picked up one of the candies that was just released from Hershey's, I believe, is the company doing it. They've released 5 specialty candies for a limited time to celebrate different states in the U.S. I don't know if they're planning on choosing 5 more states after this run is done, or if this is going to be it. Maybe it depends on how well they do. But they've produced a run of 5 different candies for 5 different states. The California one, for instance, is strawberry Kit Kats, which I know are very common in Japan, but are not common over here. Georgia, they released a peaches and cream Reese's peanut butter cup, which sounds really weird. There's a barbecue flavored payday for Texas. And Florida has key lime filled Twizzlers or something like that. Anyway, so very interesting. We will try those out later and see how they are. I'm very curious. Faint laughter. All right, let's go take a look at this. Oh, a joke contest, and Harry is very good at that. He doesn't have beguiler sense of humor, but he does have the characteristic of being a pranking trickster, so that makes this easier for him. Harry tells the funniest joke and the whole town is laughing. One guy can't even contain his drink that pours out of his nose. And we got a little bit of treasure and a collect. I suspect that Amy, my wife, is quite a bit less excited to try the Twizzlers and stuff than I am, because she's not that much of a fan of fruit, for one thing. And she also is not much of a fan of Twizzlers, so between those two, I probably won't go over very well. Do we want to weaken ourselves for some campaign? It's speech, so maybe? I think I'm going to give it to Molly or Harry. Let's give it to Harry. Minus in speech, but he gets a little bit of campaign. Harry's cheeky spirit doesn't always lead to something positive. Harry wants to steal some of Dolores' rations, but gets caught. Dolores looks at him sternly. I'm sorry. Dolores appreciates Harry's sincere apology, and to break the silence, Dolores asks Harry where he learned to sneak like that, and he tells her all about how he had to sneak to steal food. Very nice. One thing that I was just giving my wife a hard time for is the other flavor that they made for Florida was creamsicle. Orange creamsicle, right? I mean, as if there's any other type. Really. Most people I know grew up with, at least of my age, grew up with orange creamsicle, sort of just a childhood thing. But my wife doesn't like them. She doesn't like oranges, she doesn't like creamsicles, and she certainly doesn't like orange creamsicles. So, I'm pretty sure that makes her a bad person. Harry cracks a naughty joke as you go look inside this hut. Okay, this is the hut that needs a athlete, and we do have one. This lonely lady is trying to move around furniture in her hut, and we can easily help her out. And she's going to give us a secret massage technique, and this is really going to be handy for us later if we can get to the witch doctor. And we do have an epic encounter here, which I also want to participate in. The Forgotten Mud City. Legends tell about the Mask of Madness that is said to have brought this place to ruin. It must be around here somewhere. Alright. The crew looks around. The central tower seems to be the obvious place to go, but Harry or Molly's rogue sense notices there is someone nearby, and we're going to choose Harry. We should always choose Harry for rogue stuff, just in case he gets his bonus. With eyes wide open and while keeping the crew quiet, Harry leads the crew around the Forgotten City when you finally find someone. A masked man is repairing a mud building. Dolores tries to talk with the man, but he simply ignores Dolores. His mask is glowing eerily. Okay, interesting. Let's continue. When you enter the central tower, you find quite a scene. The walls are fully decorated with mini masks. Not only that, but you find one of your rivals, Virginia James, the stout American explorer. You feel you're too late, but Virginia actually seems about to give up. Nope, it's none of these masks. We're looking for the Mask of Madness, but it is not here. Okay, the mask is here, okay. This mask here will tell you what you need to do. If it is blue and has a sad face, it means you need to make people sad. It means you need to make people cry. If it has a happy face, you need to tell a joke and make people laugh. But even if you know that, you a lot of times cannot do it because you need someone in your party who is a pranking trickster to tell a joke to make people laugh, and you need someone who in your party who can make people sad, who's kind of mean or can or has a good devious streak to make people sad in order to get that. Now, fortunately, we actually have both. We have Harry, who is a pranking trickster, and Harry, who is a beguiler, so he can sort of get around that requirement. If you don't have a beguiler, you have to have someone who is mean in order to fulfill this. Just tries to make everyone sad or does a little dance will not be sufficient to get the mask. So we are going to convincingly sadden everyone. Everyone is on the brink of tears after whatever remark Harry said. We don't get to see it. Suddenly something weird happens. The masks start to whirl around at enormous speed. What trickery is this? Oh, interesting. And Harry can learn from this and get 2 permanent speech increase. Alright. The Mask of Madness suddenly appears out of thin air. What a magnificent treasure. Virginia moves to pick it up. What? We found it. Our reputation as explorer is on the line, and we are going to need to convince her to hand it over. Alright, friendly works just fine. Aggressive also works just fine. So we will go one of those two. Probably aggressive because they're starting as friendly. The fools. The fools, how could they? Damage is not great at the moment. Let's go ahead and do our typical run back. Where we bring our crew to take out the characters that are behind us. With the intention that we can give Harry a couple turns for his AoE to buff up. And Harry can almost one-shot this gal. Let's see if he gets lucky. Yep, he does. Good. Now, I'm going to hope they kind of cluster around in here so Harry can get a good AoE off next turn, but we'll see. They did not cluster up very much, did they? And I don't think he's going to be able to get in range very well for that. We'll go ahead and take this gal out. She missed last turn anyway, so we didn't even take damage, which is great. And I'm not real happy with the AoE opportunities here, so we're just going to back up with Dolores and take the time to make Harry confident. This should mean that he does more than enough damage to take out any of the enemies. Besides maybe Virginia herself, of course. Ooh, they brought pistols too. I'm willing to bet that Harry's is probably better. Alright, looks like he's only going to be able to hit 2 no matter what he does. There's the option of hitting the boss. Alternatively, we could try to hit 2 mooks, but I think these two are slightly too far apart. Yes, they are. And he can't get in a good position to hit these two. So he will just aim straight across here. Take one out and do some damage to the boss along the way. And let's see, can we one-shot this gal? Not quite. And we'll see if Molly rolls high. She did, very nice. And we will take the opportunity, because why not, to make Molly confident as well. Probably should have done that first to ensure the kill on that gal, but we got lucky. A miss, alright. I'll just finish her off. And start working on Virginia here. Yeah, let's bring Dolores down first. That way Molly can get a Flankenshank off if she would like to. Probably would be a good idea. Flankenshank is pretty decent. And lowers Virginia's armor, so our next turn we might be able to finish her off. Which we probably wouldn't have been able to otherwise. Okay, a little bit of damage, not too bad. Okay. And one more, and then Harry will be able to finish her off. That was pretty easy, and we will get the Mask of Madness. I don't remember what kind of buffs the Mask of Madness has. I don't know if it'll be helpful for us or not, but hey, at least we'll get a little bit of extra insight to spend from the treasure, if nothing else. And there we go. Let's see. Virginia admits you are the stronger explorer. Alright. Please don't beat me up again. Maybe. We'll think about it. There's the Mask of Madness. 2 insight. Very nice. 2 treasure hunt. 1 to 3 gold from collect. 2 collect at the end of each expedition for each level beguiler in your crew. That is pretty good. Is that better than 1 to 3 gold from collect, though? Right now we only have 2 levels of beguiler, so it's only 4 collect. But it's 4 collect for every expedition, so like 12 or 16 collect at minimum. Versus 1 to 3 gold from every collect token. This is probably worth more over the expedition, I'm willing to bet. So we'll take that. With the Mask of Madness in your hand, you leave the Forgotten Mud City. Very nice. And there is our campfire. Let's take a look at what's in here. Competitive streak. Excellent. I wanted to do that one early if at all possible, and I want to keep Master Thief. That's a good card. We'll want to give that to probably Harry. Plus 4 collect on every rogue spin, in addition to his underdog bonus he will get, is very, very nice. You know what? Molly should start a wager with Harry. Why not? They're both the rogues in the party. That just seems reasonable to me. Molly drops a huge stack of coins in front of the crew. Where did she get that amount of money? Knowing Molly's roguish nature, the crew fears the worst. Did she steal it? No. Molly won this prize in a wager she had with an important Australian governor. Very nice. Molly thought the crew could use extra cash. Yeah, certainly. Why not? What about another wager? A test of strength and power, perhaps? Ah, right. It may be better to do it with Dolores then, because Dolores has a very good chance of winning this challenge. I don't know if we want Dolores to win or if we want Molly to win. I'm not sure. Well, we'll have Dolores accept it. Oops, Molly hoped Dolores wasn't paying attention. Dolores is so physically fit, Molly will really have to put in some effort. This will be a tough challenge for her. But the good thing is that next time we will play Dolores' card, and she will actually help Molly out by training her in some levels of athlete. So Dolores is going to make her own wager more difficult on herself, but that's alright. 41 collect tokens already, not too shabby. Let's go grab some supplies. A miner crosses your path. Foreigners, are you two looking for gold or even the amazing Crystal Mountain? We definitely want the Crystal Mountain, but only a 35% chance is our best one. I will go for it, because I really do want those mining tools. And we did not get them, unfortunately. I don't know if we have anyone small enough in our party to get into the Crystal Mountain without the mining tools. So that may be a problem we run into. Assuming we find it. We may not even find the Crystal Mountain. We are low on supplies already. That is not the Crystal Mountain. That's a different event, which we definitely want to go do. A representative of the mining company sees you and wants a word with you, okay? You have quite the reputation. Would you be interested in using some of that to put in a good word for our company? You'd be rewarded handsomely. No, we don't want to do that because the locals don't like these guys, and we want the locals to like us. So Harry punches them right in the nose. Very good. Out of supplies already, and Harry loses some speech power, which is the best thing he could lose in this particular case. Let's go check out this village. I believe they will give us some supplies if we manage to make our checks. Before you use a fort or village made out of clay, the large walls prevent you from seeing what's going on inside. You walk up, hoping to find some entrance. However, the gates are shut tight. But Dolores can volunteer to go up, and not only does she get an extra status for collect from Resting Star for succeeding here, but 100% chance. So yeah, Dolores climbed the wall with the tenacity of a walrus and the grace of a majestic mountain goat. At the top, she secures the rope so the others can follow her. Very good. And we're gonna meet the villagers. Okay, so they're going to attack us. Now, if we want to get stuff from these guys, we have to beat them friendly. We don't have an option. If we beat them aggressive or devious, they'll just kick us out and we won't get anything for it. And I would like to get something from these guys because they will probably give us treasure and supplies if we play this right, or one or the other at least. Which is unfortunate, of course, because we're not very good at friendly. I'm tempted to start with Primal Roar. Ooh, actually, he's immune. That's interesting. Let's start with Primal Roar. And we will try to finish off these two with a combination of Molly and Harry's friendly abilities. Molly has an 80% chance to hit. Harry will have a 100% chance. There's the miss. So that's unfortunate. But Harry will definitely hit. And we'll just choose one randomly. This is a risk. We are risking losing some of our resolve to try to solve this friendly. And it is a risk. It definitely is. Now we also have the efficient challenge up here. The only possible way we're going to get efficient is if we use piercing shot, and even then, hitting 4 in a row is practically impossible until you get one of the upgrades. Specifically Cone, or Big Blast, I think it's called. The Cone attack on Harry's piercing shot is just incredible. And it will allow him to hit 4 people at once, but right now, he cannot do so. But he can take out these two. That'll put us in an aggressive mood, but I am okay with that for the moment. And because we are getting low on health already. And then we need to clear some of these guys out or we're going to be in real trouble. This also gives us a little bit of extra speech defense, which is pretty nice. Okay, we'll start working our way back into friendly. And a miss. That still gives us 1 pip at least, so it's not the end of the world. Tried to get Harry out of range from these guys, and I think I did. Molly is getting a little low, so I'll have to back her off or do something differently. Dolores actually doesn't take that much damage. I will have to check her speech defense. She might have a decent amount. Yeah, 34 speech or 35 speech defense right now because of the plus 20. That is higher than all of our other party members, although Harry has a decent amount. Alright, let's bring Harry in to get an impress off. That is going to be his main contribution to this fight. Although, that's not going to finish off this guy. What does our damage look like? Oh, our damage is much better with confident attacks. Especially if we impress him first. Now, the difficulty we're having, of course, is that Harry is low and Molly is low. So we are at risk of losing one or both of them. Especially if one of these attacks doesn't hit. If we miss one of these 2 friendly attacks, we're going to be in real trouble. There we go, back into friendly. And her AoE is not quite up yet. So we're just going to try to finish him off here. 80% chance? Very nice. We needed that attack to go through. And we were probably going to lose at least 1 person. I was aware of that. I knew that was going to happen. It's just something that, you know, that's the penalty we pay for trying to solve this friendly, right? Okay, how do we look here? I'm not thrilled with how we're looking. Let's put it that way. That is a decent AoE. Unfortunate, I cannot make her excited because that would really make it better. I'm going to hope that she rolls high on one of these two. That's really my only hope here. I need one of them to go down, and one of them did. Excellent. That was really required in order for us to win this. And you know what? Instead of attacking with Molly, let's res Harry instead, so that he gets the 100% chance. Hopefully this isn't the guy who was immune to Impressed. No, he's not. Okay. That briefly freaked me out, but this is the right way to do it. We did lose a resolve. I talked about that at the beginning. It did happen, but we did complete it friendly, which means we're welcomed into the village, which was important. The villagers are very pleased. Thanks for those kind words. We are the Dogan people. We have some important rituals, like showing appreciation to the people you meet. The crew follows a group of villagers. You're very welcome. They're holding a feast for us. Thank you. How are you enjoying the feast? Now, we could say food could be better to get 2 supplies, but we'll then be kicked out, which I don't want to do. It's great. I'm so glad you appreciate our effort. You've been an exemplary guest. I'd like to give you a gift. Okay, we got 1 supplies, a treasure hunt, and the Aloran. And look at that, 1 to 2 research from collect. We're going to take that. That's going to change our entire problem with study. We weren't going to get practically any study. We're going to get maybe like 8 to 12 research from this entire run right now. And a little bit from our secret here. But now we get 1 to 2 study from every collect we have. That's going to be very, very nice. Dolores gets to level up again, and more confident after casting Primal Roar, or gives targets minus 20 speech defense. We're aggressive, mostly, so we don't care about the speech defense very much, and having her be confident after Primal Roar is going to be very nice. Okay, now I really would like to leave before we take any major debuffs. Crystal Mountain is probably around here somewhere, but we don't have a character who can get in there anyway, I don't think. I don't think anyone here is small enough. You need, like, Hildegard or someone like that. And Hildegard's a terrible choice anyway because she's a coward. That's not just me being insulting. Like, she's literally a coward. Like, that's one of her characteristics in the game. And if you send her into Crystal Mountain, she will just get scared and run around in circles like a chicken with her head chopped off until she can finally get out and won't get any benefits from it. I learned that the hard way. Alright, let's leave. This is it, the Witch Doctor Village. Let's see if we can get his ear. These people are boring and will not give them the treasure. We'll give it a try. And Harry, 63% chance to charmingly persuade him. This is our role. Can we do it? Looks good. Excellent. Now, normally that's only halfway. You still need something else. But, especially because we did not meet the audit committee. We never met these guys, and so we are not on their good list. Are these young folks on the list? No, we're not. I don't know them. So these must be the clowns are scheduled over 3 months. They're trying to cut in line of your busy schedule. You should send them away immediately. We don't want to be sent away, and we don't have a choice. We did not meet the audit committee, so that's just the way it goes. Now, one of the things about this is the Witch Doctor leaves. So that makes this fight much easier than it would be otherwise. Now, you get a much worse treasure, but we are low on resolve, so I'm not real upset that we got an easier fight. Okay, let's come over here and start working on these guys. I want to start with... I can't get in range for a good Primal Roar. That is too bad. I think I'll start working on this guy. He bothers me. I don't want him around. I moved Molly over here to the other side just to check and see if Flank and Shake is going to do good work for us here. Let's see. Not overly. How does Harry's damage look in comparison? Okay. Well, we'll just take this guy out with normal attacks then. Even if we don't have focus yet for Harry, which we don't, remember that person shot gets better by 25% every turn it's off cooldown. So the longer you can wait to use it, the better anyway. That becomes really important once you get Big Blast, because he can hit basically the entire field in a lot of fights. For now, with just Piercing Shot, it's not as important because he's probably only going to hit 2 or 3 people at most. But, you know, something to keep in mind anyway. That villager did just make Harry confident, which was kind of him. We will probably try to make use of that. I don't think we can hit all three of these guys with piercing shot. That would be really nice, but I don't think they're quite in the right alignment. Could maybe do a good primal roar there. Alternatively, could just work on this guy. Oh, one-shot him. Never mind. We'll do that. And let's see if Harry can get a good piercing shot here. I don't think he'll be able to. No, not quite. He can hit 2 of them, which is still nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm fine with that, but I was hoping I'd be able to do more. We could just one-shot these guys too. And that's probably smarter. Let's get rid of the guy who has the area of effect. Do not want him around. And the same thing for this one. I mean, they're both AoE specialists. We are the only AoE specialist that I like having on the field. Thank you very much. They did switch to Devious. That's going to make this fight a little bit harder for us, but we've cleared out a lot of them already, and Dolores is our tankiest member, so he should be okay. There's another AoE there. She might go down, actually, if he attacks... Nope, okay, he's going to attack Harry. So we should be... Never mind. I was going to say, we should be alright. I thought Harry could have survived that. It turns out, no. No, in fact, Harry cannot survive that. And that is concerning. Because now, we are down to 1 resolve. And I do not know what we're going to do about that. We will start by getting rid of this guy. For sure. And we should revive Harry. Not only does this give us another character on the field, but it also buffs up Molly's defenses, so that she will hopefully survive easier next turn, regardless of who comes after her. And we should definitely take out one of these two, just so there's only 2 people on the field. That, again, just makes it more likely... You know what? No, we should take out both of them. That leaves only 1 enemy on the field, which makes it much more likely that we're actually going to survive. So the question is just, can Molly or Dolores not die? And fortunately for us, he attacked Molly, who had all the extra defenses. We might have been in trouble if he'd attacked Dolores, since she had -10 speech defense. But, yeah, very kind of him to go after Molly instead. Molly didn't really have more aggro than Dolores, necessarily, so I'm a little surprised. But we'll go ahead and finish him off and go on our way. I'm really glad we didn't get the Chieftain fight now, because we might have had quite the difficulty. Regardless, we did survive. And he's going to give us the seated couple, I believe, which is the lesser of the treasures he can give. Yep, there we go. The seated couple. And there is a 1 to 2 gold from Collect, and we will definitely take that. Pretty nice. And Harry did level up. We'll check that out in a second. Actually, we'll probably check that out next time, because it's already been 27 minutes, so almost 28 minutes. But let's see all the research we got because of that buff that we managed to grab. That was very nice for us. And our 3 collect for each level of Athlete. Yep. So that is 77 research we would not have had otherwise. That's a lot. That's a lot of research that we just got for free. Very happy about that. Okay. Rivalo went on to take care of the elderly, get some points for that, and we're going to agree to not do 2-star expeditions for the same reason. Okay. And we need to send a report to a welcoming city. Now, typically, if we are a speech crew, I will send it to New Orleans, because I want those specialty books. However, I am not much of a fan of the specialty gloves that come in the next shop. So we'll just go to Constantinople. Entourage Hall, nice, modest trinket shop. It's okay. It's not that great, but it's better than specialty books for this crew, so might as well. Now this is actually the one I was thinking of. You can grab Bulgar the Appraiser here for an extra 1 to 2 research from Collect every time. It's really good, and I'm just going to grab that right now, just so I don't forget, because it's really important to grab that now. And there's our points coming in from getting 800 gold. Very nice, and already on our way to the next level of it. Okay, we will complete the rest of this overworld map next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like on the video and subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I will see you guys next time.